Hey great people, check out this video. It's all about the Master Key experience, and you're gonna love it.
Hi Louise, thanks for joining us. Could you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, thanks for having me. I am so excited about being here. I actually grew up overseas. I did not grow up in America. And I came to the United States when I was, very much an adult. And what was interesting was growing up in a country where I felt it was home, but I was not a citizen, and then coming to a country where I was a citizen, but I didn't feel at home. So there's been a little bit of an adjustment there. But I'm married. I have 3 children, 3 grown children, and I homeschooled all of them, which was a great accomplishment on my part. And I live in Washington State on the Pacific coast. I grew up in Thailand and in Iran. And I've always wanted to come to Australia, but I've never made it that far yet. But you boys are having a wonderful experience interviewing people, and I've seen your other YouTubes of global heroes, and your cooking. Oh my goodness, Jackson, I saw you cooking. That was awesome. and shredding the carrots, and Adam, you cutting the carrots. That was great.
Could you please explain what the Master Key experience is to you?
It was like the lid of my life was taken off, and I learned that I had permission to be who I wanted to be instead of following what I thought was right, because it was sort of put on me by society and what I took on myself. It's been a wonderful experience of freeing myself up, only to find out that having homeschooled my children, I did not put on them what I put on myself, so that they have become self-directed thinkers, which is what my goal is for me, to develop into self-directed thinking, so that I know what I want, what good I can do for mankind, and have the joy of doing that very thing, as opposed to doing it because I think it's the right thing to do, as opposed to doing it because I'm led to do it. When you think of yourself as a self-directed thinker, where does that thought come from? Whose thought are you thinking? Is it your very own? Did it come from within you, or is it something that's put on you? Are you happy with the life you have? And from my perspective, I was not happy with the life I had, only to find out through MKE that it's what I have outside is what I projected from the inside. So you have to change the inside.
Why did you do the Master Key experience?
I looked at it. It looked very interesting. There was an offer of a scholarship. I needed to put in $1 to see if I could and apply for a scholarship. I remember thinking, well, it's just $1, but another voice within me said, it may just be $1, but if you do this, you have to do it to the end. And when I made that commitment, I applied for the scholarship, and here I am. I do believe this is about my 5th year. I'm going to be starting my 5th year. It's been an amazing journey. Every year is different. I'm excited for you boys starting so early in life, being exposed to this. It's wonderful. It's so wonderful. I took the course twice before I became a guide. Because the first time it was all so new. I don't know that I had resistance. It was just so new. I felt like the second time I would be able to pay more attention, because it wasn't so new. So I would be able to just say, okay, I know what's coming, and really dig in. And then when I committed to becoming a guide, that's been a wonderful process, because then, you know, when you're a teacher, you learn more than the student. And that has been very revealing to me, and helped me in communication and in digging deep for myself. So the guide experience, the thing that I loved about having a guide and the thing I love about being a guide is that we're everybody's in it to support each other and their dreams, not judging, no judging of dreams. Nobody says, yes, that's right or wrong, but just truly guiding to think more positive, to speak more positive, to and for example, one of the things I always wanted to do was I've always wanted to lose weight. Well, lose weight is kind of negative. Losing is a negative word, but to be more fit, that's a positive thing, and it just changes the trajectory of your life, because you're speaking things more positively. I'm love that. I think that's the thing I love the best about it, and masterminding with everybody. You know, everybody is supporting you, everybody, the entire universe. It's a wonderful movement. That's what it is. It's more of a movement than an experience.
What did you get out of the Master Key experience?
Well, I think the thing that I got the most out of was confidence in myself, and knowing that I am worth something. I am worthy. I am not I am perfect just as I am. I'm just not complete. So the idea of, oh, well, you're not perfect. Again, there's that negative, subtle, but it's very impacting. But to know that, yes, I am perfect as God made me, but I'm not complete, because there's still work to be done. And that gives more confidence than thinking, oh, well, I got this wrong and I got that wrong. And, you know, I'm still growing on that. That's still a work in progress. but but it is definitely positive and very upbeat. I guess I was searching, I just didn't know it, because I've never actually done any other kind of program like this at all. A little ego saying, oh, I don't need that. But on the other hand, quite frankly, some of them were just so costly. I'm like, yeah, it's not happening, you know? So I didn't know what I didn't know. And it's been wonderful to find out what I didn't know, and to make the changes.
Is there something else really special you got out of the Master Key experience that you'd like to share with us?
I think the best thing, and I'm a real people person, and the best thing is meeting so many wonderful people, and everybody is different, and everybody's on a different journey, but we're all on the same path. It's remarkable to me. It's really remarkable, because I kind of grew up in the world, if you will, you know. It just makes it so much closer, and I feel so much more a part of it than being in this one little area in the world that's all closed. Yeah, I don't know if that makes any sense, but yeah, it's really quite wonderful.
It does make sense. And you know, people could I feel that people could brush that comment off quite easily about having connected and meeting so many wonderful people, because many people could say that, but it is special, I feel, because you and I, Louise, we really haven't had a one-on-one, have we?
No, we haven't.
But after both doing the Master Key, we can connect without judging. And once you get past that skepticism part of initially doing the MKE, which we can have, and chip off a bit of that cement, it just opens up a wonderful world, doesn't it? And
it really does. It really does. There's an intimate connection with people who are not judging. I think that's huge. That's probably the biggest thing in answer to Adam's question, it's the biggest thing is the no judgment at all.
Nothing.
At all, and understanding that everybody is on their own journey, but we can all support each other.
You know, the saying, you can count your good friends on one hand. I mean, the MKE just blows that saying out of the water, doesn't it?
Right out of the water, really out of the water. These are we're connected in ways that are unknown to many who have maybe walked alone or felt alone or unsupported. And there are some life stories that can be extremely sad, but people have risen above them and become great mentors and positive lights. Just lighthouses. We're all lighthouses, and it's wonderful. It's a wonderful thing, and I'm so grateful to Mark and Davine for persevering, and it was a thought. It all started from a thought. So it's very impacting.
How would you explain the guidance and help you received in the course?
Well, it was very supportive. The one thing, and we've talked about it before, is that when I came to the Master Key, I was thinking in terms of, okay, when I answer questions, when I write my definite major purpose, I need to make sure that it sounds good for the people who are reading it. That has nothing to do with it. It has to do with what is inside me and what my purpose is. No one else had anything to say about that. So I had to become more honest with myself. And I think when we're more honest with ourselves, we can be more honest with society, and then thereby the self-directed thinking, then it's just more authentic. And when we're more authentic, you can't be judged for being authentic, when you're true, when it's absolutely your very core. You're just being honest.
I have 4 questions.
Whoa, 4? Do you have time? Don't you have to go to school or something?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Adam.
First one is that the Brazil flag on your dream board?
It is. Oh, good for you. It is. Absolutely.
Second.
And it's not there because I do want to go to Brazil, but it's there because one of my dreams is to support a missionary family in Brazil completely, to support them annually, just because. That's one of my dreams. Well done. That was one question. You have 3 more.
And the second one is, that's your compass between the shapes, right?
It is. It absolutely is. And I have several compasses around, but it is indeed. Yes, it is. That was a big one. To not live by the clock, deadlines and, to-do lists and check-off lists, but to live by the compass. And okay, that's 2. You got 2 more.
The third one is, was the course good value?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Was the course good value?
Oh, it was ridiculously good value. From my understanding of other courses, this is ridiculously that I still am getting more. This is, like I said, I'm starting my 5th year. There is more that is being offered for the same amount of money that is tuppence, really. It's just nothing. That, oh my goodness, it just goes on and on. It's a wonderful value. It's an absolutely wonderful value. One more, Adam. You thought you were done. I'm counting.
Do you have anything else you'd like to add?
it's just a wonderful journey. I think everybody should do it, but don't start it unless you intend on finishing it. It's a commitment. Yes, there's some hard work, but nothing worth doing is easy. And it's absolutely worth it. And there's some pain and there's some joy, but so is life. And what I would say to somebody is, are you absolutely happy with where you are right now? Depending on their answer, yes or no, I'd still say take the MKE. Because there's more that one can contribute.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that video. Make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. See ya! I'm gonna get my little brother.